Hi everybody, this is Thomas, and I'm going to take my camera here and I'm going to take a walk around through my place here and show you what it looks like and what I've got here. And later on I'm going to go around and I'm going to take a look at some of the other cool things that are right around my home here. So if you give me just 1 minute, we'll turn this around. And this is my entryway, and over there is my kitchen. There's my front door. We'll look out the window here. There's the street out there. That's Westbrook Street. We'll come back around over this way. Here's my beautiful kitchen all to myself with a hanging drying rack, which is something I've never seen before. The booze the last guy left behind. Here's my bathroom, my shower. Got a door here that doesn't stay shut, so it's probably a good thing that I'm the only person here. Here's a little tiny narrow winding staircase, wraps up around. This was really hard getting furniture up because it's so tiny. Here's the hallway. Here's a room I've been using. You can see I'm pretty well set up here. Everything's a mess. I still have a pile of crap on the floor that I haven't put away yet. There's my computer, my setup, my printer. This is a cool part. I have this little tiny room. I'm gonna have to duck down through the doorway here. It's a little tiny room. The only light is this skylight here. So, needless to say, it gets really dark once the sun goes down. I haven't put any lights in here yet. There's only a few outlets, and there really isn't a good place to put one, but I'll put one up eventually. It's got these ugly yellow shelves, these little cubby holes that go out into the attic, and the only other thing I haven't showed you is down the hallway here we've got another room which needs work and I don't use it. There was somebody living here when I came in, but she's moved out now. And out down that way you can see the bridge. So that's going to be it for now, but we're going to take a look at a little more later. We're back here. Here's the chickens. These are the funniest pets you could ever find. They're funny because they like to follow people around, and wherever I go they'll follow me around the yard. One's named Chocobo, one's named Bunny, and the other one's named Godzilla. Anyway, here's a view from the backyard. This is the river that's name suddenly escapes me right now. You can see it goes in and out with the tide. The tide's coming back in right now. It was completely drained out earlier, so it's kind of mucky and muddy right now. And we're gonna take a look at some other things. Okay, we're back here. This is the stream that runs just a couple houses down from where I'm living. You can see it's kind of iced up this morning. And we got the dam right here. And the bridge. That bridge goes, is Westbrook Street. Goes over this here. I'm talking louder because the water's kind of loud going down that waterfall. Here's a view from another side. There's water coming down from the other side of the dam. This is also pretty typical. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a tiny little private plane flying around up there. I'm really close to the airport. The end of the runway is just over that way, up at the end of the street there, a little ways. And sometimes it gets a little loud, the jets, but fortunately it seems to be the small aircraft that are landing and taking off from the runway that's over near my place. There's my car parked on the street. Here's Congress Street. This is just down Westbrook Street a little bit where it catches on to Congress. And you can see this is Stroudwater Crossing here, and Stroudwater Street's right nearby. This is a historical district, I guess. There's some old boat construction and landings and stuff like that that are mostly all gone now. This is a pretty busy street just about every time of day. I'm going to try and cross it in a few minutes here, but you can see a lot of the buildings are older, kind of colonial style stuff, so it's kind of interesting. The historian in me, I think that's actually a preserved historic building there. I can't remember the name of it though. Tate House, I think? Yeah. There's the 4 river trails here. I'm just off of Congress Street. I just crossed, walked about 5 minutes up Congress Street. And there are this preserved area that has both these walking trails, and it runs along the old canal system from the 1870s, which gets somebody, you know, history buff like me really excited. But I don't know about everybody else. But I'm just going to take a quick walk through here. Try not to record too long anywhere, but it's neat because it's just these raised trails that are right along all this waterway It's wet and it smells, especially when the tide is going out, but that's okay. I imagine at the right time of year there'd be a lot of waterfowl here, because it just seems like the perfect spot for it. Here's a little 4 river sanctuary. You can see that there. And I wish I could say how much of this is man-made and how much is natural. Obviously this right around here looks like it was dug in. It's pretty well filled in now. I bet if the water gets high enough it probably floods. You can see the railroad tracks off over that way. And we're just about to go over what's left of the 4 river here. The river's name that I couldn't remember a few minutes ago. It's not that hard. Yeah, you see these trails. I'm pretty high up off the ground, especially coming up on this bridge here. But this is a nice bridge. Yeah, you can see when I was up through here earlier, it was quite a bit higher. But now it is smelly and flowing the other way. This river, this part of the river seems to depend on which way the tide's going, is which way it's running, because it was going. Here we are, we're still following the trails, the 4 river trails here. And when I was through here a couple days ago, it was in the evening, and that giant muck ditch was full right up to the top with what's really muddy here, so I'm trying to walk around it. Right full up to the top. And I had no idea that it was really that deep. Really mucky water right on the coast. And you can see there's hardly anything in there right now. And it is flowing in, out, not sure. Can't really tell from here. But you can see the railroad tracks over there. We're gonna follow this a little more. Okay, here we are, we're back. We're still walking on the 4 river trail here. And you can see it's just really quiet. I like this because it's not really a park, it's just kind of natural, and it's very quiet. It's hard to believe that back over that way, about a quarter of a mile, probably less than that, is Congress Street, which is incredibly busy. And just a little bit over this way, it doesn't even feel like I'm in Portland. It kind of reminds me of home, because there isn't a whole lot around. Not running into a lot of people, but I like it. So overall I'd say I like it here. I've had it's a new experience for me, but it's a growing experience, so something that I think it was the right choice to do. So I just want to show everybody a little bit of what's around my place and what I've found that's cool so far. I'm going to go play some War Machine this afternoon. I have to say I like having some good game stores nearby and still meeting lots of people every time I go. So I just wanted to show you guys around, show you what was cool around my place, and show you a little bit around my place, and just kind of let you know what was going on with me. So hope everyone's well back home, and I'll be back up. This is day before Thanksgiving. I'll be back up with Thanksgiving for a few days, and you guys will see me then. So, and take care, everybody.